I don't really know if it's day or night because it looks like nothing. In the last 50k I cry a lot and I scream a lot because when you don't let the emotion out, you get sick of your own emotion.
The weather today was absolutely crazy.
Riding alone is not a problem. The weather is a problem. I've done rides in rain and all, but not this long.
The whole race is very hard. Professional cycling really wasn't as hard as this race.
Who doesn't know the Red Bull Trans-Siberian Extreme? It calls the name, it's extreme. You have to be well focused on your mind, you have to be good conditioned, and you have to have respect for every stage. It doesn't matter if it's a short stage or a long stage.
It's difficult to choose the tactics because maybe they are stronger than me, but sometimes it's better to go with them and use a little bit more energy than be 300 kilometers alone in headwind.
Other participants of the race are younger than me, but I do not want to fall out of the peloton like Amit and Patricio. So I use all the available means and struggle to be among the leading athletes. And there was a gravel part. That's where I thrive. As a professional sportsman, I was fast in classic cycle races. There were large crushed stones on the gravel road, and the race leader, Pierre Bischoff, burst the rim of a rear wheel. This is an unpleasant moment, but it did not stop him from keeping on the race.
I've been really unlucky on the gravel. Like every time I hit gravel, I have flat tires, really.
You never know who is gonna quit somewhere. You think he's strong, but so I think slow and steady might not win the race, but slow and steady always finishes the race.
The pain is unbearable, and I just can't force myself to go on. And then what? Walk on crutches? Vladimir damaged the LCL in his knee. Right now, I can tell you officially that he quit the stage after 60 kilometers and will continue riding in minor category. You should be crazy to ride Red Bull Trans-Siberian Extreme. He used up too much energy. He pushed up the tempo too much, destroying himself and also making other riders destroy themselves too. Absolutely. These things can happen to all of us, me included. I feel that I could finish the stage today, but I would have finished in such bad shape that I could not have been able to complete the next stages. It's definitely a king stage. The decision was made based on the time, and I decided to complete in Vladivostok.
My emotions on the king stage was just to show that it will be a good move for the next editions to make on the king stage a solo time trial. Because on the king stage with 1,400 kilometers you have to play a lot with your sleeping tactic, with your food station tactic, if you stay or not. And I'm sure the time which I've set, it's not the fastest one, it can be broken again. happy to finish the race the second time. The race is quite young, so it's quite interesting when you have the chance to set new records, and especially on the King Stage. But at the end, the most important thing is to reach the finish line.
The objective with I came here is fulfilled, and I wanted to finish the race and finish all the stages.
You can't train yourself to cycle 9,000 kilometers. It will always be in the head. So mentally, it's probably one of the toughest races you can ever do, because the distance is such a long distance and you need to be able to cope with that mentally. So I would describe it as the mentally hardest thing I've ever done.